Welcome back to Triple G Sports Replays. This game is going to be something a little different. It is Christmas Day, and just a few days ago, Rickey Henderson passed away. Today would have been his 66th birthday, and I still remember the first game I ever saw him play against my Minnesota Twins. He stole second and third on consecutive pitches. He definitely was a game changer on how you approached him on the base. And so I think what we're going to do is I've got the 1981 set, which would have been his second full year in the majors. And I was going to play opening day against the Twins. But I also have the 1990 set, which would have been his MVP season. And so we're going to play opening day, April 9th, 1990 at Oakland. It's the Minnesota Twins playing in Oakland. The Oakland A's won this game 8-3, but it was the first day after winning the World Series in '89, so a lot of pregame festivities going on because of winning the World Championship. But I think we'll play this game. So the first game of 1990, which would have been Rickey Henderson's only MVP season. Okay, so we're going to start out with the lineup for the Minnesota Twins. And so leading off in left is Dan Gladden. Batting second, Randy Bush. Batting third in center field is Kirby Puckett. Batting fourth at first base, Kent Herbeck. Batting fifth at third is Gary Gaetti. Batting sixth and catching, Brian Harper. Batting seventh, the DH, Gene Larkin. Batting eighth at shortstop, Craig Gagne. And batting ninth, playing second base, is Al Newman. Pitching for the Twins will be Alan Anderson. He's a D-rated pitcher with a Z modifier. And the starting lineup for the defending world champion Oakland A's, leading off in left is Rickey Henderson. Batting second at third base, Carney Lansford. Batting third and right, Jose Canseco. Batting fourth at first base, Mark McGuire. Batting fifth in center field, Dave Henderson. Batting sixth and catching, Terry Steinbach. Batting seventh, the DH, Stan Javier. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Mike Gallego. And batting ninth at short was Walt Weiss. Pitching for the defending world champions is Dave Stewart. He's an A grade with a YZ modifier. Looks like defense-wise, Minnesota's got a total defense of 40, puts them in the 2-column. Infield's 34, puts them in the 2-column. The A's are at a 42-35, so they'll be in column 1 on everything. That's team-related. And leading off for the Twins, Dan Gladden. A 55 is an 8. That's popped up to the left side. Third baseman Lansford's there to make the catch, and there's one down. Batting second and left, Randy Bush. A 55 is an 8, and that's popped up to the left side with Lansford there to make the grab. 2 down. And the defending American League batting champion Kirby Puckett up. Pitch to Puckett. 13 is a 14. He's going to draw a walk, and so Puckett will be on first. That'll bring up Kent Herbeck. 14's a 30. That's hit in there to left. Rickey Henderson's there to make the grab, and the sides are tired. Minnesota leaves 1, and we're scoreless through half an inning. All right, out comes Alan Anderson to do his pitching. Once again, he is the defending ERA champion from the previous year, but had a harder year this year, D grade with the Z modifier. He doesn't walk much. Leading off is the man of the day, Rickey Henderson. And the pitch. 44 is an 8, and that's hit to the gap and left, and that'll be down for a single. And Rickey's on first. Carney Lansford transferred is up. He's playing third. 55 is an 8. And that's a single to left. Henderson around second, gets to third easily. And we have runners on the corners with nobody out. That'll bring up Jose Canseco. All right, pitch to Canseco. 52 is a 27. And that is going to be a double play. Runner on third holds, other out to second. That's a 5-4-3 double play. So Minnesota turns to 5-4-3. And that will have Mark McGuire up, as we have 2 out. Runner on third. And the pitch to McGuire. 21 is a 13. He will go down swinging. His first strikeout of the game for Anderson. And the Twins get out of a jam. The A's leave 1, and through 1, it's scoreless. All right. Stewart comes out for his warm-up pitches, and he is going to face Gary Gaetti. Pitch to Gaetti. 54 is a 32. That's hit in the air to right. And Canseco is there to make the catch. That's 1 down. That'll bring up Brian Harper. And the pitch. 65 is a 35. That's popped up. Back of the plate. Steinbach, though, throws a mask off, makes a grab. 2 down. That'll bring up Gene Larkin. Pitch to Gene. 33 is a 0. That's a hard hit ball. 43 is a 6. That's hit to the gap and right. He turns, books for second, and he's in safe, sliding in with a double. So the Twins now, runner in scoring position with 2 down. That'll bring up Greg Gagne. The one thing I found interesting is last night, I just went on YouTube just to see if I could find any game action. This game was actually on YouTube, the entire game. I was able to watch. Gagne hit a home run in that game. All right, and so the pitch to Gagne. 12 is a 25, and that's going to be a line drive to short. And so the Twins will leave another runner stranded. As Weiss catches that line drive, and we're through 1.5, still scoreless in Oakland. Okay, Alan Anderson back out. One other comment about this season, I can't remember, was a lockout or short strike. The season started a week late, and so not all the pitchers had a chance to get through, to get stretched out and get necessarily ready for the season. So we may not see the starters go as deep as you would normally anticipate. All right, Dave Henderson's up. The pitch to Henderson. 35 is a 40, and that's fouled back. 0-1 to Henderson. And the pitch. 55 is an 8, and that's going to drop in the gap and left, and Henderson will round first and hold, and he's on first with no one out. That'll bring up Terry Steinbach. And the pitch. 52 is a 27, and that's a hard hit ball to Gaetti. Throws it to Newman on to Herbeck, and that's a double play. Second double play for the Twins, and it's another 5, 4, 3 double play. While the game kind of graded the Twins defense down a little bit because they had a below average year with wins, they were always a good defensive team. Coyotes is rated a 5 on the corner. That's as good as you can get. Herbeck 5 at first. All right, so we have 2 down. That's going to bring up Stan Javier. And the pitch. 12 is a 25, and that's going to be hit over to the right side. Newman grabs it, throws it to Herbeck, and the sides are tired, and we are through 2, and it's still scoreless. All right, Dave Stewart comes out for his warm-up pitches. He's going to face Al Newman. And the pitch to Newman. 25 is a 9, and he's going to go down swinging. First strikeout of the day for Dave Stewart. That'll bring up Dan Gladden. Gladden's 0 for 1. And the pitch. That's a snake eyes. That's a hard hit ball. 51 is a 4. That's going to be hit down the third base line. Newman digs for second, and he is in with a stand-up double. So with 1 down, Twins have a runner in scoring position. That'll bring Randy Bush to the plate, 0 for 1 on the day. And the pitch to Bush. 42 is a 40. So that's going to be safe at first. Fielder's choice. Runners out at third. Throw from second to third. So a grounder over to Gallego. He throws to Lansford to get Gladden at third. And Bush will stay on at first. Score that 5-4. And so with 2 down, runner on first, we're going to see Kirby Puckett. Kirby in this game actually went 3 for 4 in real life. His only out was the last out of the game, a ground ball to Carney Lansford. I just watched it a few minutes ago. All right, pitch to Puckett. 53 is a 16. And let's see, Hendu's a 2. And that's going to be single to right. The runner's going to score, so it's and the batter's going to get to second on the throw. So the Kirby Puckett with a single. Bush will score from first with 2 outs. He was running on the pitch, and the Twins are going to take a quick 1-0 lead. Top of the third, Minnesota with 2 out. Sees Puckett hit a single to right field. Bush scores 1-0 visitors. All right, that will bring up Kent Herbeck with 2 outs. Kirby Puckett on second. You know he'll be running with any contact. And the pitch. An 11 is a 5, and that is hard hit to the gap and left, and that's gone for a home run. And so the Twins are going to jump out to a quick 3-0 lead. So Herbeck with 2 outs. It's a home run to left center field, which scores Puckett, and it's 3-0. Okay, Gary Gaetti's up. The pitch to the G-Man. 64-13, he goes down swinging, and there's a strikeout down the side. So, Twins put a crooked number up and score 3. And so through 2.5, Twins are ahead 3-0. All right, Anderson comes out to pitch bottom of the third. And we're going to see Mike Gallego up. Pitch. 51's a 14. He's going to draw a walk. So they get a runner on with nobody out, which will bring up Walt Weiss. Well, he's going to try to drop down a bunt. 31's a 9, which will be hit over to the left side. Gaetti will grab it, throw it to Newman covering first, and we get a sacrifice. And they advance the runner. Score that 5-4. So we've got one down, runner on second, and Rickey Henderson up. All right. Rickey get the pitch. 65 is a 35, and that is fouled up to the left side. Gaetti drifts over in foul territory, makes the grab, and we have 2 away. That we'll see Carney Lansford come to the plate. And the pitch. 16 is a 28. That is hit over to the shortstop, Gagne. He throws it across the diamond, and the side's retired. And so score that 6-3. And Oakland leaves 1. We're through the end of 3. It's 3-0 Minnesota. All right. Dave Stewart comes out to pitch the 4th. He's going to face Brian Harper. Harper 0 for 1. And the pitch. 24 is a 31. That's hit the center. But Hendu moves over and Dave Henderson makes the grab. We got 1 down. That we'll see Gene Larkin up. Larkin had that double last time up. And the pitch. 12 is a 25, and that's hit to the right side. Right at Gallego. Throws it to first. 2 down. That will bring up Craig Gagne. 0 for 1 on the day. And the pitch. 45's a 14. He's going to draw a walk. So Gagne's at first. Al Newman due up. Newman struck out last time up. And the pitch. 15 is an 11. And that is going to be a single over first. Gagne gets to third. And we'll see Dan Gladden up. All right, now 11's a steal number. Can Newman get the steal? So Steinbach is a 7. Stewart throws right-handed. And Newman, let's see if he can get the stolen base. 64. That is going to be a bad throw. Stolen base plus an error. Gagne's going to score on the throwing error from Steinbach. And so, not going to count that against Stewart. But in the top of the 4th, Minnesota with 2 out sees Gagne score on an E2. And it's 4-0 Minnesota. Newman will be on third. And it's 2-1 count to David to Dan Gladden. And the pitch. 44 is an 8. And that's going to be a single over second, and the runner's going to score. So Newman scores on the RBI single by Dan Gladden. So Minnesota with 2 out. Sees Gladden hit a single over second base. Newman scores. And it's 5-0 Minnesota in the top of the fourth. All right. And we're going to call that unearned run against Stewart. That's going to bring Bush up. Bush over 2 with a run scored. 14's a 30. That'll be hitting there to left. And that'll be caught by Rickey Henderson. So the sides are tired, but the Twins, Oakland leaves 1, or Minnesota leaves 1, but the Twins get another 2 runs on the board. And it's 5-0 Minnesota through 3.5. All right. That's going to bring Anderson out the pitch. I'm just waiting for the Oakland bats to explode. And Jose Canseco's up. 0 for 1 on the day. 21's a 13. He's going to go down swinging. And second strikeout for Anderson. And there's 1 down. That will bring up Mark McGuire. McGuire struck out last time up. A 36 is a 33, and that's going to be popped up to the right side. Newman drifts over, makes a catch, and there's 2 down. That will see Dave Henderson up. Henderson, single last time up. And the pitch. 22 is a 0. That's a hard hit ball. 64 is a 6. That's a hard hit to the gap and right. And that's going to drop. Henderson rounds and has a stand-up double. And so we've got runner in scoring position with 2 out. And we'll see Terry Steinbach up. Terry's 0 for 1. And the pitch. 66 is a 0. That'll be a hard hit ball. 13's a 6. That's a hit to the gap and left. That drops. Henderson's rounding third to score. And Steinbach is safe at second with a double. He beat the throw. And so Oakland's on the board. So in the bottom of the fourth, Oakland with 2 outs sees Steinbach hit a double to the gap in left center, scoring Dave Henderson, and it's 5-1. That'll bring up Stan Javier. Javier's 0 for 1. And the pitch. 61 is a 12, and he's going to be called out on strikes. Third strikeout of the game for Henderson. Oakland leaves 1, but they get a run in, and so it's now 5-1 Minnesota. All right, and we're going to start Stewart out the pitch, and he's going to face the meat of the order for Minnesota. Kirby Puckett's up. Kirby's got a walk and that RBI single. And the pitch. 21's a 32. That's hitting there to right. Canseco's there, and we got 1 down. That will bring up Kent Hrbek. Hrbek with the 2-run home run. And the pitch. 41's 24. Hit on the ground to the left side. Weiss grabs it, throws it to McGuire, and that's 2 down. And that'll see Gary Gaetti up. Gaetti 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And the pitch. 33's a 0. That's a hard hit ball. A 25 is a 1, and that's hit over to right and over the fence. That is gone. Home run for Gary Gaetti off of Dave Stewart. So in the top of the 5th, Minnesota, once again, all these runs have been scored with 2 outs. Gaetti gets a home run to right field, and it's 6-1 Minnesota. That will bring up Brian Harper. Harper, 0 for 2. 56 is a 37. He goes down swinging. 3rd strikeout of the day for Stewart. And so the Twins don't leave anyone, but they get 1 more run, and it's through the middle of 4. We are through 4.5 innings. It's 6-1 Minnesota. That'll bring Alan Anderson out. And once again, I am nervous about when do the Oakland Bats wake up. Matt Gallego is up. He had a walk his last time up. 41's a 24. That'll be hit on the ground to the left side. Gagne grabs it, throws it to Herbeck. We have 1 down. That'll bring up Walt Weiss. He had that sacrifice bunt last time up. 16's a 28. That's hit on the left side. Gagne grabs it, throws it to Herbeck, and we have 2 down. And that'll bring up Rickey Henderson. Henderson's 1 for 2. And the pitch. 46 is a 13. He goes down swinging. 4th strikeout of the day for Anderson, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3. And so we're through 5, and Minnesota's ahead 6-1. All right. Dave Stewart coming out for the 6th. He's going to face Gene Larkin. Larkin 1 for 2 with that double. A 56 is a 13. He will go down swinging. And that is 1 down. Greg Gagne's up. Gagne 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. 33 is a 0. That's a hard hit ball. 53 will be a 6. That's hit to the gap and right, and that's down. Gagne rounds first, hits a second, and he is standing up with a double. Boy, that's the 5th extra base hit for the Twins. And that'll bring up Al Newman. Newman, 1 for 2. Does have that stolen base on that throwing error. And the pitch. 61 is a 12. He's going to go down swinging. That's 2 down. 5th strikeout of the day for Stewart. And that will bring up Dan Gladden. Gladden, 2 for 3 with a double and an RBI. And the pitch. 15 is an 11. That's going to be a single. Gagne is safe at home. And so the Twins add to their run, to their lead. So Gagne's going to score Gladden with an RBI single here in the, once again with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. So Minnesota with 2 outs sees Dan Gladden get a single to left, scoring Greg Gagne, and it's 7-1 Minnesota. And I think we're going to see a change in pitchers. No, we're going to try to let Stewart go a little deeper. I don't like to, but to try to go through who's going to pitch. Yeah, I think we'll let him try to get through the inning. So there's activity in the bullpen. All right, so Gladden is on first. Bush is up. Gladden with an 11 gets a steal attempt. Now he's got just 111. So we said Steinbach's a 7. Stewart's right-handed. And they catch him. He's out. Gladden out. Caught stealing. And that's going to be catcher to short. Steinbach to Weiss. And so the side's retired. And so we're through 5.5. And the Twins get another run at 7-1. And that will probably be the day for Dave Stewart. All right. Anderson will come out. He is going to face Carney Lansford. Lansford 1 for 2. A 63 is a 20. And that's going to be a ball over to second base. And Newman can't come up with it. And so Lansford will get on first with an error charge to Newman. So Lansford on first with Jose Canseco up. And the pitch. That's a 44, which is an 8. That's a single to left. That is down for a hit. Lansford scampers to third, and now we have runners on the corners. And Mark McGuire due up with nobody out. We saw this last time, and the Twins were able to get a double play. We'll see if they can get that lucky again. 61 is a 12. And with them playing deep, that's going to be a double play. First short, short first. The runner on third does score. And so Minnesota turns its third double play. Herbeck to Gagne to Herbeck. But they get the run across. And so it's now 7-2. So in the bottom of the 6th, Oakland, hey, we got a run with nobody out. With nobody out. Sees McGuire hit a 3-6-3 double play. And Lansford scores 7-2. So 2 down. And we got Dave Henderson up. Dave Henderson, 2 for 2 with the double. And the pitch. 26 is a 13. He's going to go down swinging. 5th strikeout of the day for Anderson. And so they managed to get one back. And so we're through 6. And it is 7-2 Minnesota. All right, we have a change in pitchers. For Oakland, we're going to see Gene Nelson come out. So Nelson, he's an AC pitcher with a Z modifier. Stewart went 6 innings, 7 runs, 5 of them earned, 9 hits. He did have 5 strikeouts and allowed 2 walks. All right, and that will see the meat of the order. He's going to face Kirby Puckett. Puckett, 1 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI. 35 is a 9, and he is going to go down swinging. First strikeout of the game for Nelson. That will see Kent Herbeck up. Herbeck, 1 for 3, has that 2-run home run. A 44 is an 8, and that'll be popped up to the left side. Lansford is there in foul ground, makes the catch. 2 away. And that'll bring up Gary Gaetti. Gaetti 1 for 3 with a solo home run last time up. Does have a strikeout. 31 is a 14. He's going to draw a walk. So he will get a free pass to first. And that will bring up Brian Harper. Harper's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And the pitch. 15 is an 8. And that's going to be hit over to the right side. McGuire grabs it, tosses it to Nelson covering, and the side is retired. So the Twins do strand one. But they get out of the jam, score that 3-1. And so it's the 7th inning stretch with Minnesota up 7-2. All right, Anderson will come out to start the 7th, but there is some activity in the bullpen. We're going to face Terry Steinbach, 1 for 2 with that RBI double. And the pitch. 22 is a 7, that's hit to right, and that is down for a hit. He rounds first and holds, and Steinbach will be in on first. Next up, Stan Javier. Javier's over 2 with a strikeout. And the pitch. 63 is a 31, that's hit in the air to center. Puckett drifts over, makes the grab, gets it in. Steinbach holds, and we have 1 down. That will bring up Mike Gallagher, 0 for 1 with a walk. And the pitch. 41's a 24. That's hit on the ground to left side to Gagne. He throws it to Newman to Herbeck, and double play. 4th double play for Minnesota today. We're going to score that one 6-4-3. And it just seems like the A's just can't get their bats going. And we're through 7. And it's 7-2. All right. Nelson's going to come out. And he will face Gene Larkin. Larkin, 1 for 3 with a triple, did have a strikeout. And the pitch. 34 is a 31, that's hit in the air to center. Hendu's there. Dave Henderson makes a grab, 1 down. Next up, Craig Gagne. Gagne, 1 for 2 with a double, does have that run scored. And he was also walked. 61's a 12, that's hit over hard to first base. But McGuire grabs it, takes it himself, and we got 2 down. That will bring up Al Newman. Newman 1 for 3. Does have that single, but he's got 2 strikeouts. And the pitch. 15 is an 11. That's a single, which will bring up Gladden, but we need to see, can he get that stolen base? So once again, Steinbach's a 7. We've got a right-handed pitcher, and Newman goes. 53, and he is safe. Newman's in with a stolen base. It's 0-1 to Gladden. Runner on second, 2 out. 55 is an 8, and that is hit over to the left side. Lansford grabs it, throws it to McGuire, and the side's retired. Minnesota leaves another runner. And we are through middle of the 8th, and it's still 7-2 Minnesota. All right, we're gonna have a new pitcher for the Twins. They're gonna bring in Juan Berenguer. Berenguer, B pitcher with a YW modifier. So it looks like Anderson went 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, 7 hits. He had 5 strikeouts and 1 walk. And he will face, here in the bottom of the 8th, Walt Weiss, who's 0 for 1, does have that bunt. And the pitch. 34 is a 31 that's hit in the air to center. Hit right at Puckett, he makes the catch, and there's 1 down. That'll bring up Rickey Henderson, 1 for 3 with a strikeout. And the pitch. 56 is a 14, he draws a walk. So Henderson's on first with 1 down. Carney Lansford's coming up. 1 for 3 with a run scored. And the pitch. 55 is an 8, so that's a comebacker to the mound. Henderson's on, is already on way to second. He throws to first, and we have 2 down. Score that 1-3, but that gets Henderson to second base with the dangerous Jose Canseco up. 2 outs. Just about all the run scoring today has been on 2 outs. Can Canseco get an RBI? He's 1 for 3 with a strikeout. 14's 30, that's hit in the air to left. It's deep, but Gladden's able to get it, and the sides are tired. Oakland leaves another runner, but it's now, we're through 8, and it's still 7-2. All right. The A's are going to bring in Rick Honeycutt to pitch here in the 9th. So the line on the day for Nelson is he went 2 innings, no runs, gave up 1 hit. He has 1 strikeout to his credit, but he also has 1 walk. So we'll see Rick Honeycutt come in, B-grade pitcher with a YZ modifier, as the Twins come up here on the top of the 9th. We're going to see a pinch hitter come in for Randy Bush. We're going to see Shane Mack come in. All right. So the pitch to Shane Mack. 34 is an 11 that's hit in the air to center field. Dave Henderson has to run it down, but he makes the catch, and we have 1 away. That will bring up Kirby Puckett. Puckett 1 for 3 as a walk. Run scored and an RBI to go along with a strikeout. And the pitch. 44 is a 7. That's hit to right, and that's going to drop. Puckett turns but holds, and he's got a single. That'll bring up Kent Herbeck. So Herbeck on the day is 1 for 4 with a 2-run home run. He's got Puckett on first, 1 down, and the pitch. 54 is a 32. That's going to be hit to right. Canseco's there, makes the grab, throws it in. Puckett will hold, and we have 2 down with Gary Gaetti up. Gaetti 1 for 3 with a walk. He does have that solo home run. Has struck out once. And the pitch. 43 is a 29, and he is going to go down swinging. And that will retire the side. Strikeout by Honeycutt. Twins strand one. And so we are heading to the bottom of the ninth. Last chance for the A's. It's 7-2. All right. Mac will play right field. He's a 3-grade outfielder versus Bushel 1. So that's going to bump the team score up to 42. So that'll move for the Minnesota team outfield score. It's going to move us into the 1 column. And Berenguer will come out to pitch once again. All right, Mark McGuire's up. And McGuire 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And the pitch. 22 is an 8, and that's hit to center. Puckett has to run it down, but he's able to get it on the warning track, and we have 1 down. Oakland down to their last 2 outs. Dave Henderson's up, 2 for 3 with a double, has a run scored, also has struck out. And the pitch from Berenguer. 53 is a 16, and that's hit to center. And Puckett here deep again, up against the fence, but he makes the catch. And we have 2 away. And the last out for the A's, Terry Steinbach up, 2 for 3, has that RBI double. And the pitch. 14's a 30, that's going to be hit in the air to left. Gladden runs over, makes the catch, and that is the ball game. And the Minnesota Twins will win the opening day game of the 1990 series 7-2. We've got 11 hits for Minnesota. So we got 7 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. For Oakland, we got 2 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. Your winning pitcher is going to be Alan Anderson, and the losing pitcher will be Dave Stewart. Player of the game is probably going to have to go to Kent Herbeck with that massive 2-run home run to get him going early. But honorary mention, we're going to give it to Rickey Henderson, 1 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout, 2 putouts. And so that is my Rickey Henderson tribute game. I want to thank you for following along. If you like what you see here, please hit like and subscribe. Any comments you have, whether it's about the game, whether it's about Rickey Henderson, like I say, I vividly remember the first game I ever saw him play was in the Metrodome, and he got a single. The next pitch he sold first. The next pitch he sold third, or he stole second and then sold third. I can still remember that to this day. He was with the Yankees at the time. But I say, I want to thank you once again for following along, and thanks for watching Triple G Sports Replays.